Hello, my name is Shock, or Shocky. I am, I guess, kind of an Adam main for now. I'm Celestial 2. I've peaked Eternity a few seasons ago. It's been a little minute. But I really like Adam's kit, and I've been enjoying them lately. These are all Adam-only games. I play with my buddy, Trappuccino right here. Every game, me and him are just Adam and Invis, and it's been working really well. I think we had like 2 games where it was triple support. Every other game would work pretty good. Um, Yeah, so I peaked Eternity. I've hit top 500 in Overwatch. I've hit Diamond in Siege when that was the highest rank. I've played Call of Duty, just about everyone that's came up. So this game was like right up my alley, and I enjoyed it a lot. Um, in this video, we're just gonna be going over this game here. I had briefly looked over a little bit, and I saw some things that I just kind of like to explain my thoughts, my process of how I play Adam throughout the game. But first, we're gonna hit the practice range, and I'll go over a few small things that may come up in the video. So just some small things to go over with Adam and his kit. His main source of healing is his R1, at least on console, and it's a chain heal. It goes to whoever is the lowest health first, or if you look at the ground, it'll heal you and then them. And it goes chains once, twice, 3 times. And yeah, the way you get this healing cooldown reduced is you can actually headshot enemies, which is pretty common knowledge, and it reduces the timer. In 3 shots, you'll damn near get a charge back like almost instantly. Or you could also use your charge shot, so your secondary fire, and each little shot you hit will also reduce the cooldown as well. Recently, he just got these buffs to where he can hover and soulbind, or you could descend as well. So this is sometimes helpful. It comes up occasionally. It's a nice little, um, you know, movement ability. Then he also has his flight, which is extremely slow and goofy looking, but I really enjoy it because everybody knows Adam needed a movement buff very bad, especially just for it to be like correct from the movies and the comics and stuff. Because it does fly. I don't like using his flight just to go from left to right. I almost strictly use it for vertical movement. Um, he does have this really weird animation when he stops, where he slides. But you can shoot straight out of it. So you can kind of just cancel the animation and just ignore that. But yeah, I pretty much only use it for vertical movement like that, and you use about half the meter, and then you still have some more if you get dove. So yeah, another thing you can do as well is if you're what I've liked doing in the past is you can ult here if the range doesn't quite hit. Like let's say this guy dies over here. If you can't walk fast enough, you could fly, maybe dodge an enemy or two, and then you can res. So it's a little bit more of a, like just a movement thing, a little small tech. Also, if you ult and you have your cocoon state up and you die, so you ult, you die and you have your cocoon state, your ult stays up, and you could actually fly around in your cocoon state and pick up somebody way over here if your ult's still up, and it'll because you move a lot quicker in your cocoon state. So that can also be beneficial sometimes. But if you ult and then die, your ult disappears. And I've also recently learned in the video I'm gonna pull up and go over. Once you ult, if it's in like a destructible building, I believe it can be canceled or just kind of like diminished. Because I revived 2 people and it just instantly like destroyed itself, which is very strange. Um, yeah, now we're getting into the video. I'm just gonna go over my thoughts and process and stuff. Alright, so here in this game we are defending on Midtown. We have a standard 2-2-2. I obviously enjoy that comp a lot, and I think they come out in the same thing as well. They're gonna have more heals than we do, so I'm gonna have to focus on putting down shots just down the lane. My primary accuracy isn't that good, so I tend to do a lot of charge up shots just to recharge my healing cooldown ability quicker. I do hear this magic on my left, and I'm super weary about her, so I'm just kind of trying to keep my ears and my eyes open. I soul bond here just to get us out. It's I really like enjoying soul bond super early in a fight, because you can see almost nobody in the lobby has an ult over 50%, maybe like 2 people. So if you pop soul bond now, you'll more than likely have it by the time like stuff really starts to pop off with ults being cycled. So this is really just to prevent us from dying and being staggered. And I connected with 5 people, so if you fly too far away, the soulbond will disconnect, if I'm not mistaken. So you kind of have to stay near your teammates. The farther back you drift or away you drift, it'll just start dropping souls. So you have to be a little weary of that as well. So I'm just charging up shots, shooting down the lane, because I'm trying to keep our tanks up. And Adam's kind of like Ultron. You can't just heal or just do damage. You kind of have to do both. Especially in Adam's case, you have to do damage in order to get your healing back quicker. Whether that's hitting charge shots or headshots. So they invis-ult here, so I'm trying to get out as soon as possible to get pulled back. We have invis-ult. I see Strange up here, and I immediately think he's gonna Agamotto. We did just get chained, but luckily, I don't know if it just didn't hit, or if I was just perfectly out of range, it didn't hit me. It's not looking good for us, so I'm gonna try to reposition and get my ult down. We did invis ult, so that saved the rest of our team. We're only down 1. I know Magic doesn't have a ton of vertical ability, like, you know, just movement, even though she has that fucking dash. But I get up, now the Magics are fighting. This is really just tempo or like preventative res. This guy might die right here, but we're down to Phoenix. I want to make sure everybody's alive right now. So we can stay in the fight and keep him here, because the last thing we want to be is staggered and like be on our back foot. So we get our Phoenix up. I just heard their Hawkeye ult. I'm trying to keep our Groot up. I couldn't really get a line of sight on that enemy. But Groot does die and he gets rezzed because of that, you know, kind of offensive, kind of mix between offensive and defensive ult. We get him respawn and we're good. Spit some heals out here. And everybody's full health, we're looking okay, so I'm going to reposition back to where I can shoot down the lane. And yeah, we just gotta go into our next team fight here. We're gonna shoot a little shot down here. Forces ult. We do not have res, we don't have invis ult, so we're kind of in a bad spot. Luckily we didn't die there either. We had a heal for ourselves. She pops ult here. Very dangerous. Our invis doesn't have ult yet. We're down a Groot. They are down a Cloak, so we're kind of even. I have Soul Bond and I have heals, but I get absolutely obliterated by that little one-shot combo. So I back up. Luckily I have Cocoon, so I can get back in. I don't have ult to save my other healer, but now we're down 2. We're down 3 actually, because our Groot's coming back from spawn. So I'm just trying to keep these 2 guys up so we don't get staggered even more. Situations like this is extremely important to just leave. Like, we have another fight. If you look at the top, they're like 60%, 65% progress on the first point. If we can regroup here, we can get another fight. So I'm healing, trying my best, shooting some shots in. But I believe our Strange ended up taking too much damage. And I just run out. I could have soul bonded, but I don't know. I didn't want to be too deep. Magic's here on the flank, so we end up getting taken out. And we don't have res, we don't have ult, so now we just regroup. So coming back here, we did invis ult, match their invis ult last at the very end of when they capped that first point, so that's unfortunate. But we are coming back. Our Magic's dead, so it's a 5v6. So they ult here. We lose our invis. We're already on the back foot. We're down 2 here. I've got to get our other healer up because I'm not gonna be able to self sustain our team here. Just solo heals. It doesn't work. So I go for a super safe res. I go way down on this bunker. I know their Hawkeye can't do anything here. I don't think their Magic has ult yet, and looking back, she has 78%. Rogue does have ult, but if I can pop this before she gets here, we'll be good. So I can way down here. I ult. Pop, I think I get 3, maybe 4. Yeah, the Magic died at the end. I'm gonna heal everybody. I don't soul bond because we're not like in immediate danger, so I want to hold on to that. I would only pop soul bond coming straight out of that, of everybody being rezzed, if I think somebody's about to ult us almost immediately. And even then, you really need to have heals set to the side for that as well, because everybody doesn't spawn with much health. We soulbind here. Our magic pushed in, just killed their cloak. Their magic just died, so they're down 2. Their rogue's overextended. We're soul bonded, so she just ends up getting pushed out of here. Gets pulled back, I guess, and then she gets pushed back. We tried to kill her there. It was a good try. I do a very popular reoccurring theme here is I keep repeaking this Hawkeye. I don't know why. I'm just too aggressive, just trying to shoot down charge shots down the lane. So I die a few times because of that. But when that rogue, back to the gameplay now, when that rogue ulted and left, I know she went to the right. And looking back, I could see her behind that wall in that corner by the health pack on the side. But I don't know where she's at because I don't hear her. So I'm just trying to be very aware. I'm pinging the back just to make sure everybody knows about her. Me and my buddy are in party chat, so I can't communicate it with him, with everybody else. But she does come out, and we're good. She's back in front. Their magic's dead, so I know nobody's behind me. We kill their rogue, and now we can afford to be a little more aggressive. Unfortunately, our magic does die here right under me, and that's kind of due to my fault because of neglect, because I was being too aggressive. But they're down 2, so I think she'll be back pretty soon. Here I get very nervous because Strange has a super strong, kind of like a one-shot combo where he primaries, melees, and then R1s, he's maelstroms. And he has to team up with Invis. But luckily my buddy's shield saved me there. He gave me some good heals. We just killed their cloak again, so now they're down another healer, and we're just kind of trading back and forth. The magic pops ult. I soul bond almost immediately. I cannot let that take us out, especially if I have the ability to stop it. My buddy Invis ults, which is super strong. Invis ult and soul bond, I personally think is worth it, because nowadays a lot of characters and heroes can kill straight through Invis ult, or just healing ults in general, even soul bond. So pairing the two makes you almost indestructible. I'm at 83% of my ult, so I'm really trying to stay alive and just get my ult back here. She slams her, so that's an easy kill. And right before that timer goes away, I don't know if I get her, but I'm trying to get our magic here. You'll see her icon there, and the Phoenix. So I try to get both. I may just get one. I do get both, so that was extremely close. So now it's a full team versus 5. They Agamotto, but they Agamotto too early. So that doesn't hit, if I'm not mistaken anyway, that doesn't hit our magic or our Phoenix. Actually, yeah, no, it doesn't, but it did hit the Emma. But since Emma wasn't res yet, she comes back. Great counter Agamotto. We probably didn't need it, but I mean, better to be safe than sure. Or safe than sorry, rather. So we wipe here, we heal, we're good. Let's put out another heal just to top everybody off. And now we start again. So we'll have Invis ult. It's at 60%. So we're filtering ults really well so far. We used 2.5 last fight, and we'll have another 3 ready. So they portal and they cloak ult through it, and they end up Hawkeye ulting through it, and I do not hear either. So I'm just taken by surprise completely. I do have Cocoon to get me out, but respawning here does nothing for our team. I mean, I'll save one person, but then my Cocoon goes on a 80,000 minute cooldown, so it's really, you really want to be selective with it, especially because I think I can respawn before this point gets here, before they get the point. While you're in Cocoon state, your respawn timer is still going though. So I respawn, you know, I can kind of look around and scout or kind of think for a second while that timer is still ticking to decide if I want to respawn or not. And then here, there's really nothing we could have done by going in there. I don't have soul bond. Maybe we could have invis ulted, but it would have been an uphill battle for sure. So now I'm just trying to keep the Strange up. And you can heal around corners, so I can heal Phoenix to heal Strange, but he may end up just taking too much damage here because our entire team's here. I'm trying to take cover from that Hawkeye, fly out, do some little crazy turns just to get out. And this is what I was talking about earlier. I repicked this Hawkeye way too much, just honestly because of ego, and I'm just trying to build Well, not even healing charges here. It's just you can occasionally land a whole charge on an enemy and just almost completely kill him if any more damage is done to him. So it's kind of worth it, kind of not. In a 2-healer comp like this, I really shouldn't be doing that, but you learn. So we're playing super defensive here. They have a minute and a half. Their magic just pops ult. So me and my invis are gonna get out of here immediately. We split up. We don't want to, if we do die, we don't both want to die at the same time. So I go high ground. He luckily goes back and goes invisible. I'm going to try to hold ult if I need it. He pops ult, which just completely negates the magic's ult, and he just stands there. So that'll work. They popped, we popped one. I'd say it's even value. We maybe could have survived without the invis ult, but why not just be safe? Every second, every team fight counts. They pop here, his ults, and I have soul bond, and it works through the invis ult, so I'm able to pop it. I connect to 5 total. I lose 1. The farther you go away from your soul bond, it starts disconnecting. So one of us might have went too far, maybe the magic, but that's okay. We're still connected to 4. I try to use soul bond, a mix of offensively and defensively. We didn't have invis ult, and they invis ulted. So I wanted to pop soul bond just to try to negate their invis ult, just to try to help us there. Luckily we get both healers. I see this magic here. I am not winning that 1v1. I'm not trying to get tossed because she tossed me up earlier. But I am going to ping her and let my team know she's up here. We'll hit a little charge shot on her. And they do get the final blow on her, so it's pretty sweet. But here we're just getting some charge shots, some early damage. It's kind of risk-free. I don't see the Hawkeye, so a little bit of damage. But now, I'll heal a little bit. They just popped 3 ults. Hawkeye, Rogue, Cloak. I'm trying to stay away. That's a lot of damage and just a lot of shit going on. So I'm trying to stay out of the way. I have my ult, so I'm trying to be prepared in case our team dies. I do kind of leave them out to dry here, which I shouldn't have done. But they don't know I'm here. Their ults are halfway over. So I'm gonna pop ult here. But this is where I learned it does destroy buildings. So I guess I don't know. This is new to me. So I wanted to spawn them all on the top floor, but it completely breaks and they all spawn on the ground. He does Agamotto. It hit me and I think the Emma. Luckily I have Cocoon, so anybody else that wasn't revived can still be revived. And I respawn just to get right back in because we need to win this team fight. And yeah, if this doesn't touch, and we get the round. So the ult was kind of sloppy. It could have been better. I probably should have put it on the stairs just to give us a little more cover. But it did end up working out in the end, thankfully. But keep in mind, it's completely okay to use soul bond nice and early. I did just kind of spit out a heal there. I don't know why. Bad habits maybe. Do another one just to top off. And I really should be holding those. Heal here. I have another heal up already because we're spitting out shots. He was crit, so we throw another heal out. I get it back, heal him again, get a charge shot. Heal this Hawkeye, goes back and spawn. If you ever, excuse me, if you're ever super low and your healers don't have ult, like in that kind of situation, I mean, I guess it's cool to pop back in, but that ult charge could be really like valuable. But we'll soul bond here. I connect to 6 or 5 others and myself. So now we could walk and almost, like, I'm 80% sure nobody's gonna die. If we're pumping the same amount of heals out and we're soul bonded, they shouldn't get a pick. And they're not even close to ults except for Hawkeye, so we should have everything back up in time by when it starts to really pop off. So we get the Strange, just pushing damage down. We get the magic. We gotta make sure we reload first before we heal, because I think it'll cancel. We get popped, unfortunately. That Hawkeye's my biggest op for this game. He pops ult. I'm gonna hide behind this cart. But then we pop invis ult, which trading healing ults is even, it's valuable. So we do that right when they pop theirs or a little after, and when they pop Hawkeye ult. So really our invis ult negated 2 of theirs. So I feel like it was a super good invis ult by my buddy. And it ends up working out. Just just kind of keep spamming damage through. And ours lasted a second longer since we popped after, which is nice. It gives us like a second more of almost infinite healing. So now I have ult. We don't have Invis ult, so I want to play a little more defensively. We know they don't have Hawkeye ult or Invis ult. It's looking a little like they're being kind of aggressive. I see their magic on our left, so I'm going to start to back up a little bit here. We're all crit. I bond to try to save us. Try to kill that rogue. Hit a full charge and a headshot on her, and it wasn't enough. I'm going to keep backing up. Heal what I can. I come up here because I want to ult. I'm going to wait to the very end. Hawkeye's little life cycle there of his little circle. I'll back it up again. If you see that little radius, that's when he's gonna respawn. So I wait to the last second. So now I have 3 revives. I could have did it earlier and I would still revive the same amount of people, but now if somebody else dies, you know, since I waited 3 more seconds, essentially my ult lasts 3 more seconds. So, you know, you can kind of think about it however you want. That's how I think about it. I feel like the ult gives you more production that way. Oh, I should revive 3, maybe 4 here. 4. So now we are super close to spawn, so it might not have been the highest value thing, but it gets us straight back in the fight. Our Invis almost has ult, and I'm just confident in our team that we're doing okay. Magic pushes me off of high ground. I'm gonna fly right back up as she's coming down. Luckily she doesn't follow, and thankfully for that movement buff, we're gonna trade 3 for 3 here, 4 for 4. It's a little 3v1 here with the Strange. We get him to push the cart. Their Hawkeye is still up way in the back. If you can see his icon up there. And I'm a little nervous about him, but I'm trying to keep an eye. So we just kind of keep pushing up. Their magic had overextended. He was kind of the death of their team, just to be completely honest. Their magic was just kind of lurking around still, and he died. So now they're down 1. Our Hawkeye just popped their cloaks, so now they're down another one. And she had ult, which could have saved them this point. They're Strange Agamotto, so I soul bond off rip. You kind of just sense it sometimes. I connected to 4, now it's down to 2. We wipe them, we already got point, so it's not the biggest deal. This rogue tries to get away, we just give her a few shots, take her out pretty easy. And now we're just on to push to the next point. So when we get here, I'm gonna just keep trying to put heals down. Now while we're in Invis ult, I try not to use my heal charges at all because they're just so valuable. But I hear their magic. Try to stay up. I try to fly out of here. We're down 1, they're down 1, but they did cloak ult, so I just need to play super far back. Land some charge shots in. I'm gonna try to keep everybody up here. I bond because if we lose a guy, then the stagger gets worse and worse and worse, so I don't mind spitting out more utility to try to keep us up. I keep putting shots down to get my heals back. Hawkeye's up top, and I'm feeling a little dangerous. I really shouldn't have did this, but I went up here. Luckily he didn't hit me until now. But I know I'm not winning that, so I get out. Trying to keep it Strange up. Guys. Thinking about ulting here. Heal. But the reason I don't end up ulting here is because we're so close to spawn. Luckily we just got a pick too. And I know that Strange is gonna be back from spawn in 5 seconds. 10 seconds. Same thing with that Hawkeye. Their magic does ult, and I try to get out of there. Luckily she doesn't see me. And they actually take her out, which is awesome. Once again, she overextended. So, as soon as I hear Strange start the Agamotto, I'm charging up a charge shot, and I'm putting this into whatever squishy I could see. Because I feel like getting a squishy out versus taking, I don't know, let's just say 150, 200 HP off of a tank is more valuable. That's a whole player out the game. And this Hawkeye's causing some trouble. So, and my aim with my primary fire isn't as good, like I said before. So I'm gonna just put this whole charge shot into him. If it doesn't kill, then I go for the headshot right after. And a full charge shot and a headshot is enough to kill a squishy, or it should be. So yeah, luckily we get a pick with that. and we get the rogue, and then we just start snowballing. Top everybody off here. My invis is up there, so I'm gonna just let her take most of the heals. I don't mind pushing cart because my heals can chain, and we're good. Nobody's crit, nobody's less than half. I top them off. You'll see me use a few heals like that, kind of risky. I just feel like I can get my heals back fast enough, and you should be able to if you're playing Adam confidently enough. But you do need to be sparing with them sometimes. I'm launching charge shots at their supports to try to get one low. Doesn't end up working when they pop. Our Hawkeye ult, so I come way over here behind this pillar, completely out of line of sight. I do not want any part of that. And we're just keeping them up. We pop here, and we get a pick, so now we have momentum. It gets 2 picks. I soul bond. This is an extremely offensive soul bond that might not have been needed, but I don't want anybody to get picked because I know that Hawkeye is up, and we're ulting, so I want us to all, nobody can die here. So we're just going to walk him down. The Hawkeye's on the right. He gets taken out. And then we really should have been able to clean up one of these supports, I feel like, but they end up popping. As soon as they cloak ult, I'm repositioning because I am of no use in that cloak ult. I could heal from over here. Now, if they would have came and pushed me, I probably would have been in some shit, but luckily they don't. So I'm going to reposition again because I start to realize that I'm in a bad spot. But it doesn't matter anyway. They find me. I do have cocoon, and they don't follow me, so I come down here. Luckily, we're winning the fight. Our team's just better. And like I did last round, if I had the ult, I'd probably do it in that room again. I'll be invis ult just to make sure we get it, which I'm always on board with. And end up killing the rook. I don't think we get any other picks here. I die again to the Hawkeye headshot. I wasn't focused on him. I was more focused on the heals and the rogue. So it's bad on me. I just gotta learn more, learn better. But we spawn right here. Like the cart's not even here yet. So the difference it makes isn't huge. Again, I almost die though, and I start to kind of backpedal a bit. He dies to Hawkeye. I'm thinking about rezzing here, but since we're so close to spawn, it's really makes no sense to do it. We come back in less than 10 seconds. So I just try to hide. I don't want to get staggered. I don't want to die. Sure, I could have tried to keep him up, but if I would have been up there, I could have been dead too, because our whole team got wiped. So you could kind of go either way with it. You could try to keep him up and fight for it. I just played it safer. I don't want to feed anymore. So we're all back. Our magic's on our right. I hear. Try to put a shot in here. I couldn't get it. They're just popping. So I soul bond here. And I start to fly out because I'm about to die. They pop out invis ult. Like I said, I don't want to stagger. I'm thinking about ulting if I have to, but we have a whole minute. They just pop 3 ults. So I'm going to just sit here with our Hawkeye and try to stay out the way. The rogue ends up pushing our Hawkeye. Doesn't realize I'm here, so she leaves pretty soon. If I wasn't there, maybe she tries to finish him, but just him being sustained, there's no way she would have. So I feel like I hear something, and I believe somebody pinged up there. There is a magic up top behind us. And here, you can kind of see in the back, his name's like Let's Hop or something. Both of the healers get caught in that Emma ult. I really should have focused there and not looked at this tank, because if I would have hit him with that charge shot or a primary, we could have took out the healers there too. But instead, I was more tunnel vision on this tank. I see that magic TP, and I hear. Luckily, that cloak got anyway. So I'm very weary of her behind us. But she kind of creeps out. Kind of gets back in. I think she may die here. So yeah, again, I mean, they're just in another 5v6. So it's just, their magic just kind of out of position. So coming into this, I have Adam ult. We have Invis ult. We're looking pretty good. They have Agamotto. They do have a cloak ult. I need to play super defensively. This is the last fight we get. I cannot die. If I die, it's just the worst thing that can happen. So she cloak ults. I reposition. I know I can heal from up here. Our Invis is dead. And I think she just popped. I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to heal what I can from up here. But the magic pushes me. and this is really bad. So I immediately soul bond. I connect with 4, and I start levitating. Just because of the new soul bond ability, I guess, or the perk with it. Magic ults. Luckily, she doesn't come up here. I res. I get 2, but like I was saying earlier, I believe the building being reconstructed destroyed my ult. I've never seen that before, so I only res 2 when I could have resed 4. I kind of get stuck in the building. I heal a little, and we end up taking her out. And that's the game. So that could have been really bad. You kind of play, you learn. But yeah, overall, I think it was a good Adam game. Had some good reses. Definitely too aggressive with the Hawkeye. I need to be just more selective with taking my charge shots, especially going against people that have that amount of burst damage. But yeah, we'll take a look at the stats here. See how we compare to everybody else. So 27 and 33. We have the least deaths in the lobby, but at least 3 or 4 of them were preventable. Probably all of them. The heals aren't always going to be as good, but they are good. I think 33k. It's not too far off of their cloaks, which is at 38. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I think I may do another one of these in the future just to kind of share my thoughts and stuff. So if you like it, just let me know. And yeah, I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.